Well, I hope you can see this. See this thread here? And you see the paper here? How it's out here and all of a sudden it goes in? Well, while I was winding on this yarn, apparently it slipped enough. I was watching the one side, didn't see this side, and the tension's going to be out of whack when I get to there. Now what am I going to do? Well, I've already woven. I'm going to take you over here. Let's see, show you what's happening so far. I've already woven this much fabric. It might be about half the warp. So what I'm going to do, we'll go back again, and I'll show you when I get to it. What I'm going to do is, when I get to this part, maybe I'll weave another, maybe to about here, then I'm going to cut it off, and I'm going to unwind it and wind it back on again. And I'll show you what I do when I get to that stage. All right, as you can see, I'm at the point that I'm going to have to cut off what I have on the right, the roll down there, all the fabric I did, because on the left, you can see, hey, it's all coming out of there. That's because this paper didn't cover the whole width of the warp. I missed it. However, the nice thing was I was able to get a little bit of yardage in down here, as you can see. Again, I'm going to focus back over here where you can see what's happening. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to cut off the warp and then unwind it. I'll show you what I'm doing, a few steps at a time. All right, I've already unrolled some of it. I'm going to unroll some more. I'm going to go back and check. Now I can still see there's some that are sliding off right there, so I'm going to unroll a little bit more. Oh, a little middle in there. And come back over here, take a look. I have a pile up of paper underneath. I'll move that out of the way. All right, right now it looks like it's just about where I want it to be. I'm gonna tug this back over here. And then I'm going to start to roll that on there. But what I have to do is I have to make sure that I'm catching over here on this side. So I'm going to tug it over a little bit farther. That's what happened the last time. I'm going to actually move over here so we can kind of maybe zero in on what's happening on that side. And I am going to kind of tug on this a little bit. I can use the beater too as a comb right now. And again, right now I need to keep watching to make sure that yarn on that side doesn't slip off. Now you might be wondering about the tension. Well, since I have the beater and I have this all thread in the beater, I'm using the beater as, like I said, a comb and a little bit of a weight to try to fix this tension problem that I had with winding on at that end. And again, every once in a while I'll come over here and I'll give a little tug. And it looks like I'm catching on that paper at the right spot. I'm almost to where I want to stop, because I certainly don't want all of this to roll all the way through and then I have to rewind it. All right, so I'm going to stop about there. And we'll go back over to this side, kind of show you where I'm at here. That's where I am. I'll wind up a little bit more because what I'll be doing is, again, tying this back on to this bar. Bring it up over. I'll be tying all of these back on, and then I'll start weaving again.